Hello everybody and welcome to the port of Tortuga. We're starting this one off in Tortuga for this Crosswind Alpha test video because the original plan was to go hunt in the swamp, right? But I ended up being the one who was hunted. So what I'm trying to do now is gear up before I go back into the swamp, and that all starts with this lady right here who's going to sell me a musket that's going to help me. Beyond getting ready to go back into the swamp, I also want to go over what unlocks the next tier of armor because I think that's really important, and it was a little confusing to me at first, but I think I'm ready to go over it now that I have a handle on it. Also, I need to buy 10 ingots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? Because that is going to factor into my next part of things. What's this? Boosts range damage by 10%. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to bother with those. Okay, so I have what I need for Tortuga. What I'm going to do now is show you a 25-second, exactly 25-second clip of how my first venture into the inner swamp went. The reason I'm showing you clips and not a full episode is because it was a lot of wandering, a lot of looking around, and a lot of scratching my head. So I'll roll that really quickly, and then when you see me again, we will be back in my archipelago at my base, ready to look at what I have just bought. Ooh, what's that? Like red glowy? But anyway, what I need from this swamp island is some kind of umbral essence. Alright, we've got infected tree. Ooh, that would be a crocodile? Ooh, am I getting shot at? Is something shooting me? Yep, I'm getting shot at by a Sankamati hunter. Okay. I guess that's how this island wants to play then. What the heck? So as you can see, my whole quest in the swamp revolved around finding stuff called umbral essence, and I'll show you why I need that. First, let me explain this workbench. This is the enchanting table, and you open it up, you gain access to it once you take down the first boss. See that undead heart there? That's what you need from the first boss in order to craft this. So when we go over to this thing, excuse the crowded room, by the way. I have a second base that I'm working on where all of this is going to go in a nice layout, but for now, if we look at the enchantment table, it says in order to make enchanted ingots, I need Umbra essence. So that whole time I was in the swamp, I'm like, why can't I find Umbra essence? Where is it? To make enchanted cloth, you need Umbra essence. To make enchanted hide, you need Umbra essence, okay? So I was really confused. I had no idea what was going on. So I found out that if you create the large smelting furnace, so I will show you that in the menu. So look, you've got your regular smelting furnace, and then you've got your large smelting furnace, which you make with clay, iron ingot, and stone. You open this puppy up, and lo and behold, you can craft Umbra essence in the furnace. So I was thinking that I was just doing fine with this little guy and I didn't need to worry about crafting the upgraded one because I didn't make that many ingots anyway. The point is that it unlocks new things for you to make. It's not just the amount of ingots. So I can also craft gold ingots here, and I can also craft tembaga ingots here, which is really important for jewelry. New and upgraded better jewelry. Anyway, I need charcoal and Mask of the Banished to craft Umbra essence. I have a ton of Masks of the Banished somewhere on one of my ships, stored on one of my ships. Or I can use the infected wood that I chopped to craft this Umbra essence stuff. Okay, now I want to show you why I bought gold ingots. So if we come in here to my, where is it? Jewelry table, you'll notice that I have a few different insignias here. That is because I want to make a power insignia, which is a legendary insignia, which is going to give me 10 to all of these stats, which is what I need to make my way through the swamp in a way that isn't going to stress me out and make me crazy. So I have all of these except for, let's see, this one I have equipped, so let me take it off. I believe I have all of these now. Why can't I use these? Huh. I'm a little confused. It says that I don't have them, even though they are in my inventory. They don't need to be fully upgraded, do they? Is that the problem, that my jewelry table isn't level 2? Let's try it. Let me hold on. Please hold. Figuring things out in real time here. Jeweler's bench. This might be why I couldn't craft it. Okay, we're about to put another piece of furniture in this building. I think it can hold one more. We're just going to throw it here for now. Remember, all of this is going to get upgraded. Okay, so we have a jeweler's bench. Now can I craft? Whoop, that's not the right one. Now can I craft my thing? No, because now I need more gold ingots, so darn it, I'm going to have to go back to Tortuga and get 2 more gold ingots. Or you know what? On one of my ships, I have gold somewhere. I can't remember which ship it is, but I have gold somewhere from when I was in the swamp. Please hold again. Alright, I found the gold like a good pirate does. And we're going to go ahead and craft this insignia now. Need more materials. So I am at a loss here. I've got jewelry table 2. I have all of these insignias. Is it wanting me to fully upgrade them? Alright, here we go. We're gonna see if upgrading them does anything. So in case y'all didn't know, you can bring your insignias, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can bring all of your insignias over to this bench to upgrade them. I only have 5 emeralds. Let's see, what do I have the most of? I've got 9. Okay, we're gonna experiment with this one. So we're gonna upgrade it 9 times. Hopefully it doesn't ask for more. It does, the more you go. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take... Alright. And... one more. Alright, so now we have a +9 mobility insignia, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if that is what this thing wants. I have a feeling it is, which means I have a long road ahead. Yeah. Okay, well, so much for me thinking I was going to get that out of the way today. The good news is I have discovered that the swamp Sankamati do drop gems. So you can farm them for gems for your jewelry. Alright, we've got 5 of these. So yeah, I bet you didn't think you'd be watching someone clicking buttons to upgrade jewelry today, huh? And I'm going through my silver ingots like crazy, but the good news is they're pretty easy to get if you just board a ton of ships. So really, I'm not that far off of my legendary insignia. I only need a few more gems in each case. So, we need Umbra essence in order to make enchanted ingot. Where did I do that again? Over here. Yes, so as you can see, there are a few moving parts to getting this upgraded stuff. We've got charcoal and mask of the banished, so I'm going to go ahead and do all of them. And they craft somewhat slowly. I'm also going to go ahead and use all of my infected wood. So I will let you know when those are done, and then we will attempt to craft some gear. Alright, it looks like these are done. I now have 30 Umbra essence, so we're going to go check out what all we can make with that. So I can make, let's do just 1 enchanted ingot, we'll do 1 enchanted cloth, and we will do 1 enchanted hide, and we will see what I get when I pick each of those up. Now, those give me major discoveries, so let's take a look. This is a lot. Alright, we've got a swamp axe, which I bet will make it easier to chop those infected trees. We've got an infected musket, trusty pistol, trusty musket, saber arbori? Parrying does not drain your posture. Ooh, this looks like something I want to craft. So really, to me, this looks like lots. Ooh, and I want one of these. I love the rapiers of 1,000 cuts, and this is the epic version. Epic head spinner, a bellows, which I assume will go with my forge. And here is what I really wanted. The next tier of armor. I am so excited for this, and it looks like there are 3 variations. So we've got the marksman waistcoat, which is good for range damage. We've got the sturdy set, which reduces melee damage received by 3%. I have a feeling I'm going to be going for that one. And then this one increases damage done to animals by 5%, which is the buccaneer jacket. On top of that, we've got enchanted weapon enhancement kit. Bone shot? Small pellets of different weights are good for shooting at point blank range, so it's like a little shotgun thing going on. Bullet macabre. A perfectly balanced and incredibly accurate bullet. Okay, changes the damage type to pierce. Boosts standard shot damage by 10% and critical hit damage by 20%. So we want to craft those. We need those because the alligators or the crocodiles are rampaging, okay? And the hunters are hunting out there, and I'm the prey. All right, we've got a material rack, which I assume might help with cooking. And then we have Enchanted Armor Reinforcement Kit. So look at everything that unlocked. That's huge. So I have all of the key discoveries now. I only have a few more major discoveries and one more other resource. I am really happy with that. I was not sure when it was going to happen, but it's about time it did. All right, what do we need for sturdy? We need, oh wow, this is going to be huge. Okay, this is going to be a huge resource grind. So we need 10 enchanted hide, 10 enchanted cloth, and oh, iron ingot? You don't even need ingot. Okay, so ingot must be for the weapons, whereas the hide and the cloth must be for the armor. And then iron ingot, so I'm going to need to go farm more iron. Very interesting. Let's see if it changes depending on which. So let's see, this doesn't need the iron ingot. So because it's a sturdy set, it needs iron ingot, whereas this one doesn't. How about the Buccaneer one? Buccaneer tier 3. Yeah, so this needs even less still. So I really want the sturdy set. I'm just gonna go right for the sturdy set. So I do need to upgrade my armor and clothing workshop, which means I'm going to need to craft, let's see, a material rack, which needs 2 enchanted hide, 2 enchanted cloth, and 2 tanned leather. So let's get the tanned leather going here. Wow, I am so crowded, I'm gonna need to make a better base. All right, so I only need 1 more tanned leather. So we're gonna do that, and then let's make 2 more of these and 2 more of these, and then I should be able to build that workbench. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is the flow of how the biomes are going, and the swamp biome is the final biome we have for now. But I'm assuming after the alpha that they will, you know, expand and we will have more of these unlocks to do. I just want to check this stove, this furnace one more time. So, okay. Charcoal. So basically I need to go hunting. I need to hunt Senkamati, hopefully not become the hunted again. And then I need to chop more infected wood, which will be easier once I can craft that axe. Okay, while we wait for that, oh, it's already done. I was gonna say, while we wait for the tanned hide, we can go look at other stuff. This is gonna be ridiculous trying to fit this in here. At least it's nice and thin. I think I should be able to put it like on a back wall somewhere. Oh, we're just gonna throw it here. Okay, so now I have the level 3 armor and clothing workshop I need. Okay, still absolutely ridiculous though. And then I also unlocked, what else? The bellows, which needs 4 more enchanted ingots and 5 cut stone, and then I will be able to unlock the bellows. But what I want to do is look at the weaponsmith table and see what these unlocked. So enchanted bullets require enchanted ingots. So this is going to be a huge resource grind. Just enchanted ingots everywhere to make the swamp axe. So we're going to go ahead and make all of the enchanted ingots, which also requires iron ingot. Oh my goodness. So I know what I'm going to be doing today is just farming all of this. I need, yeah, okay. So this is going to be what I need. Where is it? The bellows for. I need 5 cut stone, which is really easy to do. I just go around, pick up stone, and cut it in the workbench. Okay. So that kind of goes over how you actually upgrade your gear into the next tier for the swamp. So my plan going forward is that I am going to upgrade that gear. I'm going to upgrade my insignia, and let's take a look at this musket before I close off, because I bought this to help me in the swamp. So this is an epic musket. It does 300 power, it can be upgraded 6 times, 195 blunt, 50 armor pen, a handy thing for firing on the move and for stabbing enemies with a bayonet as well. Reduce spread when firing in motion, can perform a special attack with F. So let's see what that special attack is. So it does a stab with F. Now I can hit someone with the butt of it, but I can also stab with F. So the plan was to buy the musket, which I did, and upgrade the insignia, which I will do by the next episode. I just have a lot of chopping and harvesting and farming iron and flax in front of me. Thank goodness I have garden beds. Hopefully the next time you see me, I will be in my new and upgraded base with all of this stuff laid out in a much, much nicer looking manner. And hopefully I can get all of this done before the end of the alpha test, because we are counting down. We only have 4 or 5 days left at this rate. So I'm hoping I will be able to get all of this done, get the farming done I need to do, take on the boss, and see what else our Crosswind Alpha journey has to offer. That is it for me today for like the 3rd time. I will see you all in the next video.